Hello. If I say something, will you actually believe me? I hope you do. And the statement that I'm making in this video that you can already see in the title of this video, perhaps, and that is you don't stutter. You just speak less smoothly. I'll repeat it. You don't stutter. You just speak less smoothly. What do I mean by that? Let's discuss this in this video. I'm your speech coach, Farrukh Mehdi from the Pro90d speech system. And what I simply mean by this statement is that the more you see yourself as a person who stutters, the more you see yourself as a person who gets stuck, who struggles with their speech, the more you will struggle with your speech. But if you just change your perspective a little, just a little, if you say, I stutter more, or if you say, I speak less smoothly, more or less, you might say that, is that not the same thing? Absolutely. That is the same thing. But how you look at it, what words do you use for it, makes a huge amount of difference. If you're flooding your mind with the thoughts of more smooth, less smooth, I can make it more smooth, how to speak more smoothly. Okay, this was a bit less smooth. How to make it more smoother? What are you flooding your mind with all day long? Smoothness, 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 smoothness. On the other hand, when you say stutter, I stuttered more. Oh, I was successful, I stuttered less. I got stuck on less words. That is why I was successful. So, what are you flooding your mind with in that situation? Stutter, block, get stuck, and all of these things. So you can choose to focus on whichever statement you like, but whatever statement you focus on is going to become your personal identity and it's going to reflect in your speech. So while you are on your way towards improving your speech, while you are on this smooth speech journey, how I want you to look at your successes when you look back at speaking situations and say that this speaking situation was a success, say that it was a success not because you stuttered less, not because you blocked less, not because you got stuck less, because you spoke more smoothly. Change the way you look at your successes. Even if you're looking at your successes in a way that I stuttered less, you are once again redirecting your focus towards stuttering. And that is what you're going to get more of. So look at your successes like I spoke more smoothly. Wait, not just successes, even the failures. So when you're looking at your failures, don't look at it like it was a speaking failure because I stuttered more, because I got stuck more. No, probably, even if you want to say it was a failure or it wasn't as good, say that it wasn't that good because I spoke less smoothly. Are you seeing the difference right here? You still spoke smoothly, but you just spoke less smoothly. Then your mind would start to work. Okay, how to make this more smooth? How to make it more smoother, not how to get stuck less. Because if you're flooding your mind with smoothness, smoothness, was it less smooth? Let's make it more smooth. Let's become even smoother. That is exactly what you're going to get. But if you're focusing all day long on stuttering, I stuttered more. Let's work on my speech to stutter less. Even if you're working on your speech, the work is going in vain because you're focusing on the very aspect of stuttering. I've mentioned it in the previous videos as well. Focus is like your own personal sunlight. Choose to point at whatever seed you like. Point it at failures, point it at stuttering, that would grow. Point it at successes or point it at smoothness or whatever it is, that is start to grow. So the plant that you focus that sunlight on starts to grow. So look at everything in terms of smoothness while you're on your speaking journey. Look back and say, Oh, I've improved a lot because I'm becoming more smooth. Also, change the way you see yourself as a speaker. And that statement is also going to help in that regard. I'm a smooth speaker, or I am becoming a smooth speaker. Not that I am working on my speech to stutter less. In fact, stuttering, stammering, blocking are words that we don't want you to use at all. Believe me, if you change this statement, if you use the statement that I just wrote in the title of this video, you flood your mind with smoothness, it's going to make an incredible improvement in your speech. I just cannot emphasize this more. All right. So if you're looking for one on one help, there's a link down below in the description where you can book an assessment session with me and we can see if one on one coaching might be a good fit for you. But else, keep taking advantage of these videos, keep practicing, keep getting to the next level, and keep waiting for my videos. I'll see you in the next one. Take care.